Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. My name is Serge Ramelli. I'm still in Albuquerque Air Balloon Fiesta, and this is the last episode of this 6 video series. In this video, I want to talk to you about social media. Once you've retouched your photos, how to get it out there, how to export them from Lightroom, and how to have the proper hashtag to get as much exposure as possible. Let me show you. All right, guys. So now that we've retouched the photo in the last 5 episodes, I'm not going to show you how I do it to get it everywhere on social media. And because I don't have much time, what I do, that's the composite that we did. That's all the photo we retouched using my signature preset. So I have this trick that I really like. It's a workflow. Actually, my daughter is my community manager, Marine. But this is what we do together to go faster. First of all, I'm going to go to library and I'm going to rename all these photos. I like to do that first, because they seem to be cool. So you can press F2 and then I'm going to rename them Balloon Air Show. So now they're all renamed. And I'm going to right click, export. Now, a lot of people is asking me, what's the best export options, that you have. Now, I have a preset called Export for the Web. If I click on it, you will see what it does. It's that it exports to this folder called Export JPEG. I'm going to put it in a subfolder. I'm going to call it Hair Balloon, so that everything is there. Hair Balloon. Oh, I must have it already. Hair Balloon. Maybe like this. I think I already have that folder. Oh, 2. Okay, Hair Balloon. So it's going to put in a subfolder. And by default, I always put to resize to 2500 pixels. Why? Because most of the screen on this planet, there's a few exceptions like with the new 5K and are when you put a 2500 pixel. And because I'm going to be throwing this to, as you will see, to a lot of different social media automatically, I want to have the best size. That's what I've been doing for 2 years now. It's been working really well for me. Quality at 60 and long edge. So you got different option with the take long edge 2500 pixel. And I click on export, and that's going to export all these photos in that folder. Then, now, I have a technique that's pretty cool. My stable data is Instagram. Instagram is where I get the most interaction. I mean, YouTube is my biggest social media, but for my photos, Instagram is where I get most of comments and likes and exposure. So I use a website called onlypull.com. It's not free. It costs $8 or $10 per month, but it's really cool what you can do with it. Let me show you, and I'll show you a free not version, but another free option that's not as good. So I want to add a photo, so I'm going to click on single. Okay, because that's what I want. Load it from PC. Now remember, we exported this into the export JPEG. So I go directly to the air balloon. I'm going to take the first photo. Let's see which one. I want to actually post for real one that I have not posted yet. Yeah, I don't think I posted this one. I don't think I've posted this one. So I'm going to take this one. This one's a little dark. It's funny when I see them now. I think I'm going to post, not the composite. Let me see, which one do I want to post? Because I'm going to be posting for real here. Yeah, they're exporting. So, as they're exporting, I think I'm going to be exporting this one. I didn't do it. So I'm going to click open. So it's going to load that one photo. And voila. And I can crop a different size. Now, when I don't crop for Instagram, like this is the photo that I love, so I'm going to leave it that way. I'm going to click on next. And what I love about it is, okay, so you can apply filters to it, but I don't want to because I spent so much time. I never use their filters retouching it that I don't want to apply something else on top. So I'm going to click on next. And now here comes the good stuff. You have, so I'm going to leave a comment. This is another photo. Okay, so I wrote, this is another photo from the Air Balloon Show in Albuquerque. I was so lucky to find that school, there's a little typo here, with this amazing view. I just found out they had not seen fog on the Rio Grande like that for years. At least that is what a couple of locals told me. Sometimes you are at the right time at the right place. I like to tell a little story when I post something on social media. What I did, and I used my signature preset, a little ad, to retouch this. Okay, cool. Now, couple of things which are important. Add geotag. So the great thing about this is I can go to Albuquerque, and do a research. Okay, sometimes you have to look for the city by hand. So Albuquerque, I forgot where, I think it was around here. So I'm just going to click here, and Ballon Fiesta Park. I found it. Select. It's always good, you know. Save geotag. So now I've geotagged it with the exact location where this was shot. Now that's the cool thing. You can decide a publish time. Right now I'm actually going to publish it right away. But check this out. Hashtags. Now hashtags, look at this. They have so for example, I can go to popular tag, and you know, amazing, I can add that. And now the truth is, what I usually do is that I don't do the hashtag in the post, because it just looks not nice. What I do is that I do a comment on Instagram. I'll show you, and on the first post, that's when I do the tag. So let me post this first. And then I'll talk to you about hashtag. Hashtag is so important. I can go here, see there is 0 comments. I can go on the comments here, and now I already have 2 comments, and and this is where I'm gonna add the hashtag. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna add is hair balloon show, because that was the official hashtag for the show, I think. If you're not sure, I can Google it. You see, I'm on the balloonfiesta.com, and it says here that the official hashtag of the event is hashtag Balloon Fiesta. So that's the most important hashtag. Make sure you have the right hashtag. So I'm going to go here and put the right Balloon Fiesta. And now what I usually do is I put like at least 5 or 6 hashtag which matches what's going on. So you know, I can try different versions of that. Balloon show, balloon. I can put the Montgolfière, which is the French word for it, Montgolfière. I can, you know, write Albuquerque. I never know how to write Albuquerque. Albuquerque, voila, something like this. Fiesta, festival. You know, I usually have like 5, 6, 7, and then I go to Google and I type, for example, best hashtag for landscape photography Instagram, and you see here 50 popular hashtag for landscape history, and they said here you have some, and you can like literally just, you know, copy that, Command C, and now I don't like to put that much, so you know, you can go in there and say IG landscape, that's good. With Dream Spot, that's great. Visual Heaven, that's good. Landscape photo, landscape lovers, Nat Geo Adventure, Earth Experience, that's good. So I'm going to take this series, and I usually put at least 10 hashtags like this. So now, boom. Let's take a few more. Beauty of Nature. Yeah, Naked Planet, The Globe Wanderer. I like that. Yeah, okay. I usually put like about 10, but it's so fast because you can just copy and paste them. Okay, and voila. So now I did my hashtag, but they are in the first comment. So I'm going to add there, and they're going to not be below the photo, but they're going to be in the first comment, but they're still be taken into account by the indexing of Instagram. So now that I'm done with Instagram, it's a little long, I'm sorry, but that's now that I've got this up on Instagram. I show you a free way to do it. There's this website called windowed.io, and it's totally free, and it's just an app where you can just post on Instagram using your dashboard. You don't have to do it from your phone, so you can copy and paste hashtags. It's the same way that I did. You can't schedule things, and I don't think it's as good for the location, but you can try that. So now we have posted this on Instagram, and now comes the magic. I don't know if you ever heard about this website, but this is such a crazy website. Trey Ratcliffe got me into this one a year ago. It's called IFTTT, which means if, this, and that. It's crazy. So basically, let me show you what it does. So you can create what we call applets. Applets is like automatication, like things which are going to be done automatic. So if you click here on My Applets, you will see, look what it says. It says, if a photo is posted from Instagram, then put it on LinkedIn. I never know how to pronounce it. If a photo is shared on Instagram, post it as a native Twitter photo. If save screenshots to a separate iOS album. Every time I do a screenshot, it's going to put it. If it rains tomorrow, get a notification. I mean, you got so much. So you can click on Serge, for example, and tap, or you can go directly here on Instagram. And here you got all the things. Post photo from Instagram. This is how how you just add them. So you see this one is on. I added all this Instagram. So when I post on Instagram, it posts on everything, including 500px, including Flickr, including Pinterest, including LinkedIn, everything. So now that I've done that one thing, that software, IFTTT, is going to do everything else for me. It's totally free. You just create an account, and it's going to save you a lot of time to post that. Again, let me go back to my applets. Yeah, it does like 500px. Let's see what else we have here. So this one in gray are not active. Sometime my daughter who runs that takes some out. I don't see the one on 500px. Maybe they took 500px out. Let me see here. 500px, because I love 500px. I work a lot. Did they take it out? No, they have it. Get an email from blah blah blah. Automatically share your Instagram post on 500px. Yeah, this is it. And all you have to do is click here, turn it on, and it's on. Now, I'm turning it off because my daughter who is my community manager, she prefers to do 500px by hand. So you can make it automatic or not. Anyways, there's so many things, like you can have notification like when I come home, turn on the light if you have like the home kit, or recommend for you, get alert if there's a disease outbreak, blah blah blah. That's pretty depressing. Backup photos that you're tagged on Facebook. I mean, this is such a cool website. So voila, and now because I posted up on Instagram, it's everywhere. And I so just so for it, tell a story. Use 10 or 5 to 10 hashtags to explain what this is about. 5 to 10 hashtag, that you Googled on, best landscape or whatever, if it's a portrait. And then once it's on Instagram, use IFTTT to get it everywhere. And that should speed up your growth in social media. Okay, I hope this was interesting for you. Now, one last thing. If you go to my website, photoserge.com, by now this should be the end of the 5-day deal. Now, we made something very special this year, is that anybody who purchases a 5-day deal through photoserge.com is going to get all my signature preset and all my composite bundle. That is an additional like $600 worth of course. The 5-day deal is $2,500 worth of tutorials for $117. It's the best deal of the year. You have so many cool courses, including my Photoshop for Photographer full course, which is a $97 course, including the whole Photoshop workflow from Calvin Piment, including Joel Grimes' location shooting tutorial package, which is amazing, the complete guide to dodge and burning, the complete HDR tutorial from Trey Ratcliffe, Jimmy MacArthur, The Art of Photography, so many things. So many things, including 5 courses which are exclusive to the 5-day deal. If there's only one thing you want to buy this year, that's the 5-day deal. You will learn so much. I keep telling you guys, and it's true. If I don't do tutorials on a regular basis from other photographers, my photography does not progress. I stay at the same level. So I force myself to watch 3-4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours of tutorials per week. And of course, do a lot of photos. It's really cool, and check out this 5-day deal. The link is below the video or on photoserge.com.